Today I thought it'd be fun to tell you a little story about my 3 favourite magicians and why they're my favourite magicians. And also the third one, I actually have a story about an interesting time that I came into contact with that person, a story which I want to share with you here today. If you're new to my channel, I'm a magician and a soldier, most well known for winning Britain's Got Talent a few years ago. And this channel is all about me sharing things that I find interesting, which I hope you will enjoy. So my top favourite magician is David Copperfield. If you've ever been to Las Vegas, you hopefully would have seen the massive billboards that he has there. He performs in the MGM Grand. And I believe he performs about 50 weeks of the year, every day. Sometimes even 2 shows a day. So this guy's a pretty hard worker. And his show is unreal. He's like a dinosaur of magic. He's always been around. I'm pretty sure he's about 400 years old. If you ever get to Vegas, make sure you see his show. I don't want to tell you exactly what happens, but in the middle of the show, something appears in the room that you're all sat in, and it is the most incredible thing you will ever witness. My second favourite magician, David Blaine, most known for starting the craze of street magic many years ago, but this guy has now a tour show which he comes to the UK every few years. I saw him last year, and if you ever get a chance, see him live, because he does some pretty outrageous stuff, like he regurgitates frogs. I'm not quite sure why, but it's weird but interesting at the same time. He also holds the record for being able to hold his breath underwater. On stage, you will witness him for 20 minutes just sat underwater, which, as random and as boring as that sounds, is fascinating, seeing someone hold their breath for that long. He also obviously has some very powerful tricks in the show as well, so check his show out when it's back in town. And my third favourite magician I have a big story about, but before I tell you, if you enjoy my content, please click subscribe and the bell notification, and that way you'll see my new videos when I post them. Also, if you click the like button, it will help the algorithm massively. My third favourite magician is Darren Brown. Now, Darren Brown is the god of psychological illusions. I was lucky that I believe it's around 2013, 2014, he did a show in the West End called Svengali. And I went with my parents to watch that show, and he ended up hypnotising me. He got me up onto stage, and that was a pretty crazy experience because I got to see for the first time magic and illusions being done from the perspective of the magician looking out into the audience. He asked me, before he hypnotised me, he said, if you're scared of needles, don't get involved in this section of the show. But I thought, he's not going to involve me, he's not going to get me up on stage, there won't be needles involved. So stupidly I went along with it, he hypnotised me, got me up onto stage, and then he pulled out a needle and he lifted up the skin on my hand, just like this, and he gave me a needle and he told me to push it through my skin. Not wanting to let everyone down in the audience, and the huge amount of peer pressure that he put on me at that moment in time, I ended up doing it. I stuck the needle through my hand, it was really cool, everyone was grossed out. I apparently nearly fainted. Apparently all the blood rushed out of my face and I went completely white, which is pretty much what happens every time I give blood. I am usually the annoying one that's lying on the bed and he has 6 nurses fanning him down. That's usually me. So that happened. It was the best show ever, and to be involved in it was very special. And that's the moment I realised I wanted to be a magician performing on stage. So it had a good effect, even though I did nearly faint in front of 3,000 people. Let me know who your favourite magicians are. I'm curious to know, and let me know what you think of my top 3, and would you have chosen the same 3? If you want to check out some of my magic videos, click this link here. There's a playlist there full of my magic videos. If you want some more vlogs from myself, some random things that I find interesting, click this box here. Thanks for joining me. Have a great week.